we've been able to show that there's a reason there are things about LGBT people that are different from the general population, and there is a reason then to put a sexual orientation question on to get better information. In 1990, they were actually counted as different sex married couples because they assumed that someone must have just checked the wrong sex box, because you couldn't actually have a same-sex married couple. And then in 2000, in arguably a more enlightened way, Census said, well, maybe there are same-sex couples who think of themselves as spouses. There's not legal marriage. We want to count them, but we're going to count them as unmarried partners. The change in 2010 is that they'll be counted as spouses and will get counts of unmarried partners. Since 2000, there's been a 20% increase in the number of same-sex couples calling themselves unmarried partners. There's only been a 3% increase in the population. That tells me that we missed a lot of people in 2000 because there's no evidence that gay people are suddenly en masse coupling in the United States. So there is clear, and that, by the way, is how we figured out the size of the flaws in the census. But I think, again, everything they say about the diversity of our community, which through the same-sex couple data we've been able to find out and document in some fashion. For all those reasons, I think it's really important. But it's also important to explain to same-sex couples how to do this. It's weird being a same-sex couple in the U.S. You're married in your state, but you're not married in the federal government. You're in these things like civil unions or domestic partnerships. And there aren't words like that on the census. So how do I fill out the form? It's confusing for people. They don't know what to do. And so that kind of outreach itself, and then telling same-sex couples that maybe are worried that if they use the term spouse or unmarried partner, that that'll be somehow used against them, to assure them of confidentiality. And I think an important message to folks is to remember that if you don't see something up on the website in the official counts, you should not assume that's not the only information Census has, and it's not the only information that they care about. And in many cases, in some things, they care a lot more about stuff that's actually not up on the website. They care about these kind of oddities in the data and what happens, and they pay attention to those things because they want to be accurate and complete, and that's really important, especially for the notion of a census.